Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me again here today. My name's Adam Fiala and you're on the Collector Collective. And so obviously still continuing on with our focus on Halloween series, where we are focusing on some of the most current collectibles from two of our favourite collectible brands. And today we've got Funko Pop Vinyls. Of course, Funko do a lot more things other than pop vinyls, but pop vinyls are obviously their bread and butter. And as long as there have been pop vinyls, they've been doing pop culture characters, and included in all those pop culture characters are, of course, the horror and Halloween range, which they're never in short supply of. I mean, as you may have seen from my previous videos, we've had a look at things that are a little bit more specific to Halloween, which of course was the Trick or Treat Sams, which we have here along with the 13-day spooky countdown advent calendar, which I absolutely love. You know, all foibles in filming aside, I was really happy with everything I got here. As you can see, they're all out and accounted for this time. So as you can see here, we've got the Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, characters from some of the current DC range, which is all part again of Funkoween. We have Batman, we have Bane, we have the Joker, and we have Harley Quinn. Now, 3 of these guys glow in the dark. There are 2 more in the set, which include Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz, and Blue Beetle, but I don't have those guys here. I've just grabbed these 4, as I usually like to keep things on review from one single set to a limit of 4. It appears that Jack Torrance has fallen over, but you know, that's fine, it can stay there. So we'll be going through these one by one, just having a quick look at how they've turned out. Obviously, if you're a collector, you can get these from Oz Pop Culture, which is where I've purchased this lot from, and almost everything else that I've been reviewing here for Halloween. Or the focus on Halloween, focus on pop vinyls, and focus on Mezco Living Dead dolls. So let's have a quick check into this, shall we, and see what these guys look like once we pop them out of their box. Okay, so after setting up this shot, I can tell you the absolute bane of my existence is going to be keeping these pop vinyl minis to stand. Now, some of them they've worked it out quite well, and they've given them like bigger feet and bases, but I mean the slightest jiggle and they're down. I mean, they can of course be opened up and displayed inside their little holes from the 13-day spooky countdown calendar, but you know, I'm not here to gripe, I'm just letting you know. So we're going to go through the Delos De Muertos DC Superheroes Funkoween collection, well, for the 4 that I have here from the entire set, and just have a look at what you get. Obviously, it's a pop vinyl. You only get the pop vinyl. Lots of people don't ever open them. I have no problem in doing just that. So now, obviously, Dia de Muertos, or Day of the Dead, happens around about the same time as Halloween. It's the 1st and 2nd of November. I guess if you celebrate both, you've got a lot to do. Now, this is a classic Batman mold from Funko. They've used this particular mold, I'm just going by the cape design. Plenty of times. I do have a few different iterations of this one. Same ear height. There's just little ways you can tell. And I mean, Batman was Funko's first licensed product. So their first license, or second actually, was I think the first Funko Pop Vinyls were DC Batman Joker, Robin, Harley Quinn eventually. So yeah, it's always great when they do celebrate that part of their history and lineage. Fantastic detailing on his face. The artwork is amazing, obviously on point and on theme with Batman. You got the map symbol on his forehead, the traditional Day of the Dead face painting obviously creeps down through his suit as well. I mean, I'm just getting real 1989 Batman film vibes from this, just with the yellow chest plate against the black, or yellow bat symbol against the black. I like the red lined cape. Obviously that's something that you don't see too much of. They are taking a lot of creative and artistic license with this, and I really love this series. I mean, I have always loved Batman. Like you know, as my channel continues, you will be seeing regular hits from DC, most specifically Batman. So let's just get him there now. So let's next look at the man who broke the bat. And so Bane famously broke Batman's back in different iterations of the story. Oh, okay, I think we're getting a bit more Funko with this one. So he is larger, just ever so slightly, a little bit taller, and then of course a little bit bulkier, but that's on brand with Bane. So I mean, who better to sort of represent a Mexican traditional honorable holiday than a man in a Maroochydore mask, if I'm saying that right. So obviously his original comic iteration, he'd actually come from a prison that he grew up in, as that's where his mother was sent, which was off the coast of some Spanish country. I actually think it might have been a made-up country, but that's his basic origin. Now I'm actually quite interested. I don't know how we can see this. The boots have like a rough texture to them. Like they almost felt like or flocked, which is fantastic. I mean, I've never seen that sort of this specific kind of paint used on a Funko Pop, and I have had many in my hands. So that's just kind of diverting. I mean, the King Snake symbols, very traditional Dia de Muertos, and the base makeup, the eye detailing, it's all very much the same. This zip isn't just painted on. This zip on his head is actually part of the molding, which I love. And then, of course, on the back you have all his tubes for his venom and his venom controller on his arm. Now, one thing I love is the hairy shoulders. Of course, Bane was a big hairy brute who eventually broke Batman's back, and took over Gotham for a little while. But with him being the second one I've opened from this series, he's easily, my second favorite. I mean, I can't honestly put a favorite above Batman, but that's just me. But then everyone's favorite Clown Prince of Crime. We have here the Joker. Again, he is looking a little bit more animated. It's probably the fact that he has an actual mouth, where the other two have like skeleton teeth drawn on. Okay, so there's a bit more detailing to him. Again, completely on brand. You know, obviously the spades from a deck of cards, just like, you know, Bane snakes represented the venom he uses to increase his strength. You know, card symbols are clearly on point. He's holding a little death card. I don't know if it's a Day of the Dead specific figure that you may have seen, but it is done in Funko style animation, which is brilliant. It's just blank on the back, so I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know the traditions of this holiday, and I won't pretend to. Or hear about what they've got on offer for collectibles. Now, this is pretty actually excellently done. Again, this is a basic Joker head mold and body mold, although the arms are separate pieces, and they've I actually think I've got this same Joker somewhere, but I think he's in a box. A little bit less exciting now that I'm holding him than Bane. There's obviously nothing going on the back, which is fine. I actually think this might be the animated series Joker design. Hold on, I'll have to see what I can find online about that. Or Funko animated series Joker design. And obviously he goes in the dark, so does Batman, and so does Bane. So let's have a look. I think they've gone a little bit more out on Harley Quinn's design. Then they have the Joker there. And so now, alright, so let's see how she stands on her own. She does come with a stand. Looks as though that is required. Okay. Now, well, okay. So one of those two-pronged stands, which are actually quite new. I don't know why they wouldn't have made her glow in the dark as well, but the black and red, like obviously she's got the diamonds, Joker has the spades. I mean, it's been a long time since they've run around being a matching couple in the mythos, regardless of where you find it, including in Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad, which I absolutely loved. And I liked her additional arcs that she got from that as a character. But, you know, again, we're here to look at this specific pop vinyl. Again, this is a Harley that we've seen before. You know, they haven't actually gone too all out. They haven't really changed much of her outfit to go with the Day of the Dead theme. There are these bits up here on her hips, and that's it for body. I suppose she does have a smaller body, so there's less to work with than the male figures. Think that as far as faces go, look, I couldn't pick a favourite. I mean, Bane's a standout because he's all matte, and those boots with the textured paintwork is fantastic. And then, of course, Batman is excellent. So now look, I've already tried in previous test videos, not with these guys, but with other glow-in-the-dark things, to get them to show up on video, and I just can't do it right. I don't have the right equipment, and I am filming this in the middle of the day. So the scariest time to be, the least scary time to be dealing with Halloween stuff, I know. I just ruined the illusion. But now what would I rate these? These I would give a solid 8 out of 10. I don't understand why the Batman is celebrating the Day of the Dead. I mean, obviously, it's not something that you traditionally associate too much with a Mexican holiday, but I'm sure that there are tons of people who, you know, I don't have an issue with it. It just doesn't. I just think it doesn't necessarily make a huge deal of sense that that's how it is. But, you know, it's Funkoween. They're here to celebrate and make sure that, you know, all different types of traditions are included across the Funko range, regardless of whether or not it's a traditional, you know, what was European Halloween or traditional Mexican Day of the Dead. There's plenty to choose from. Again, these will all make fantastic themed Halloween decorations for anyone. I highly recommend giving these to any Batman or Halloween or Day of the Dead collectors. They are fantastic. I mean, if you have a big Funko Pop Vinyl DC collection, these would, I'd say, definitely be a must-have. I don't think that they would repeat this too frequently. They may bring out another lot next year, but I'd say probably not these 4 figures again, if that's what they do decide to do. So I'd definitely run out there and grab them. As we know, these things do have a high collectible value. The 13-day spooky countdown, which obviously is featured behind, again, that I so highly recommend to anyone. I'm so glad that all the figures stayed standing up while I was filming this section of it all. So, but that's it. That's everything that I wanted to get through with regards to these guys. I do have a few more videos coming up with a focus on Halloween and a focus on Pop Vinyls, as well as my focus on Mezco and the Living Dead Doll Presents range, or Living Dead Doll range. So remember to click like and subscribe if you'd like to see all those coming up. I really look forward to seeing you all next time. Thanks so much for joining me here again today, and bye for now.